And now, presented by Sprite, the 2K pregame show.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille. Get to stop talking about this team and actually get to see them in action. Feels like it's been a long off season. All right, OKC lives and dies by the jumper, and they seem to like it that way. I don't know when the last time a team that shot that many jumpers actually won it all. Do you think this Thunder team can do that?
Well, Ernie, I played 20 years. I've been up here 5 years. 20 plus 5 is 25. I've never seen it done. We realize you cannot rely on jump shots, especially.
Oklahoma City landed the Thunder in a fine Western Conference battle here at the Chesapeake Energy Arena. Welcome, folks, and thanks for sharing part of your weekend with us here at 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Beverly and Harden man the backcourt. Terrence Jones is down low with Howard. And it's Ariza in its small forward.
Boy, you look at how Ibaka is going from role player to key player since his time in the league. And he's done it by increasing his range and efficiency from outside. And he's done it every season. You really have to admire his work ethic. Everybody raves about the character of this young man.
Westbrook, no good. On defense, the Thunder. And here's Harden for three from beyond the arc, and then some. Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
Ibaka definitely knows how to improve his game. And if you look at his shot charts year by year, there are distinct changes in where he's getting his shots from. Who knows what kind of range he'll have in 2 years.
Harden against Jackson. Here's Ariza. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
And I'm sensing, guys, this game really starting to swing their way.
To me, it seems like they're taking charge as their lead gets more and more comfortable.
And a final word on Ibaka. It comes in clumps to him, it seems. 1 year he started to make more baseline shots. Clark next year he started at the top of the key more. He's also looking at the three-point shot more often.
Well, that's exactly how you go about expanding your range if you're a player like Ibaka, Kevin. I mean, get really good at one shot and then extend your range and move around on the court.
Looks like they're going to have one of those days where they can do no wrong.
Well, they haven't done anything wrong so far. Double-digit lead already.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
Well, you look at Patrick Beverly, and I think he embodies the phrase Chicago tough. And he's relatively unknown growing up and hooping in the playground of West Chicago. He's always played the game with an edge, though, and that served him well as an NBA player.
Harden with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And stolen by Perkins. Westbrook against Jones. On the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul.
Not much doubt about that over-the-back call.
Yeah, he was all over his back that time. Looked like he was going for a piggyback ride.
Now the Rockets with it. They've picked up 11 straight. Dishes it to Ariza. And another three for Houston.
Well, Beverly learned pressure defense back in high school as the lead guard in a 1-2-2 press. To prepare his team to play that way, his coach had them running stairs, running around the steel for an hour every day. And Beverly still fanatical about his conditioning.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Over the last break, Kevin, I got a chance. Responsibility to make the big play and put points on the scoreboard. Coach wants his guys to facilitate that offensive firepower. They clearly have a lot of work ahead of them today, but time is on their side right now. We'll see how it pans out for them.
All right, Doris. And so Patrick Beverly, taken in the second round in 2009, Clark, the final cut at training camp by the Miami Heat. He spent the next 5 years playing in Greece and in Russia.
You're right, Kevin. Those are physical leagues where they allow a lot of contact. His defense was how he survived. And even now, that's his bread and butter. That's how he plays. He defends.
Now Durant, following the three-point attempt by Dwight Howard. Knocked loose. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession.
Now that pass had just a little bit too much heat on it for him to make a clean steal.
Yeah, I think it would have been a tough catch for either of them.
And that one's good.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Rockets leading by 11. From deep. Serge Ibaka pulls it in.
That's a bad shot. He's not a good three-point shooter anyway, and that was just too deep.
I'm with you on that, Steve. Which one of us should break it to him?
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, a shot by Harden, wide open. Another miss by Houston.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
One-on-one here. Beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Ariza. Kicks it to Beverly. Jacks up a three, and the shot is good. Beverly's got a couple of threes now in the first for Houston.
They are making some noise from downtown, guys.
And they've got themselves a very nice lead to show for it.
Well, the Rockets, wouldn't you say, are really to be commended, Clark, for rebuilding this team without tearing it down to the studs or tanking, if you will.
Yeah, absolutely, Kevin. I mean, they've improved dramatically with Harden and Howard. But this is a team that's held the winning record in the West now for 8 straight seasons. That's pretty impressive.
It is. Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Perkins. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. Anthony Morris checked in for Kevin Durant. And Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Westbrook with a wide open look. Lets it go with the three. Another miss by Westbrook.
He's been an absolute non-factor. Zero factor this game. Just a horrible performance from him.
There's the foul. It's on Jeremy Lamb. That is his first foul of the game. 1:19 left to play in the first quarter. Harden, that's good.
And the Rockets showed great patience and planning over time, freeing up cap space, acquiring young assets. That enabled them to trade for James Harden and, of course, attract Dwight Howard in free agency, too.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And this Rockets team, for all of its success, is still young, still developing that chemistry, but make no mistake, they've elevated themselves from playoff contender to potential title contender. I think exciting times are certainly in store in Houston.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Steven Adams. Perkins comes in for Nick Collison. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Anthony Morris. And Kevin Durant is subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Kevin McHale coaching his team during that break. He clearly thinks they have a speed advantage because he told his players that the objective every time they get the ball is to get out and run. He wants to see plenty of transition. He also brought up offensive rebounding as something that should be a priority, saying, quote, those are the battles we can and should win. It's still very early in this game, so there's plenty of time for those changes to take effect, Kevin.
And thank you for that, Doris.
Well, that was not a smart play there. That's a wild shot. They can get something better.
No, that's not smart basketball. He should have passed that shot up.
Rockets leading by 11. Harden outside. Now the pass to Daniels. Bam.
My goodness.
Beats the bucket.
Wow. Oh, a miracle heave to finish off the quarter. How did he get that to go down?
A nice release and some good concentration as well, but the biggest thing about that, a whole lot of luck.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Rockets.
Well, they definitely had the hot hand from the three-point line so far. Always nice to start out like that.
They're crashing the offensive glass hard, too. I mean, they've dropped several second-chance baskets.
Well, you look at Jeremy Lamb, physically 6'5", almost a 7-foot wingspan, jumps well. He's got all the tools to be special at both ends of the floor.
Taking a look at the Rockets. Jeff Adrian is out there with Trevor Ariza. Then there's Isaiah Cannon. Then there's Terrence Jones. And it's Daniels in at the shooting guard.
Very clever passing. That was just beautifully done.
Thunder trailing by 7.
And for Lamb, really the only physical knock is that he needs to continue to get stronger, get friendly in that weight room. He's still under 200 pounds, and his high center of gravity means he can tend to get pushed around a little bit, but that's nothing that strength won't eliminate. So the weight room has to be his friend.
Now here's Jones. Durant kicks to Jackson from downtown. No luck. And Houston the other way now. Here's Beverly, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Beverly's got 8 points. And Jeremy Lansky, sort of a late bloomer. He didn't become a starter until his senior year back in high school.
Yeah, he was lightly regarded, and even in his 2 seasons, battled inconsistency at times, but solid start to his NBA career. Good size and length and shooting ability.
Here's Beverly, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Durant wide open, he fires, and the Thunder another 3.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
I agree, guys. And the points add up in a hurry when you start giving up easy looks from long range.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Adams, he's checked in for Ibaka. Collison comes in for Kevin Durant. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Lamb. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Jackson. Johnson, he's checked in for Houston. And the basket by Jones.
And at their last 5 makes, all have been from long range.
Yeah, and the defense has not done a good job of pressing in and denying. I mean, they're hanging back, playing on their heels. They're not being the aggressors here, and the offense is taking advantage of it.
Here's Morrow. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
When you face the Oklahoma City Thunder, one of the things defensively that you have to prioritize is keeping them out of transition. This team is long and athletic, and if they get out in the open court, you're in big trouble.
Now here's Johnson. Here's Beverly. The Rockets again can't hit. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. They're on a 15-4 run. It's tipped. It's stolen by Johnson. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Puts it up. Yep, it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Ariza. Thunder have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Westbrook can't get it to go.
Not sure why he's insisting on shooting from out there. It's just not working for him right now.
Jones, no luck. The Thunder shooting a meager 37% for the game. It's stolen by Jones. Ariza has the open look. That doesn't go either for
In the first quarter, he was killing them from outside, but he can't get it going here.
Jones for three, and he gets it to go. Jones has got 6.
The defense was trying to get back, and that left him with a wide-open 3. Much too good to pass up.
Riza hits it from three-point range.
Yeah, let's see if that triggers another explosion from, remember, he hit 3 3-pointers in the first quarter.
And here's Morrow outside. Good. A nice assist from Westbrook. Morrow's got the lead back up to 4 now for the Thunder. Rockets have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. This one for 3. And another 3 for Houston.
Maybe that'll get him going here in the second quarter. He already knocked down 2 in the first.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. As you might have expected them to be, Clark, the Rockets were very good on the road.
Well, with the way that team was comprised with multiple threats on the floor offensively, it's no surprise to see them excel on the road.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Jeff Adrian. Harden comes in for Johnson. And it's Isaiah Cannon in for Patrick Beverly. Kicks it out to Harden. Over Westbrook. Off the left. Rim and out. Thunder have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second.
Well, as you said, the Rockets strong on the road last year. 21-20 record. And anytime you're over 500 on the away side, you're in a good spot.
And here are the Rockets now after Oklahoma City gets the 3.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Thunder have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. There's the 3. Out to the wing. Morrow, that's a 2-pointer. And too long on the shot.
Even though he isn't having the best of games, and still managed to win 21 games away from home. Well, I would expect that mark to improve this season.
This guy's a good 3-point shooter, but that was probably from a little bit too far.
Yeah, not what I would call working to get the best shot.
Rockets trail. Now Ariza. 14 points for him. He feeds it to Harden. Sinks the triple. Harden's got 11. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Morrow. 6 points for him. A 3-pointer off the mark.
As a player, you always want to be able to answer back. But he just didn't have it in him that time.
Westbrook with a wide open look. Kept alive. Here's Adams, and oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
And an ideal finish to the quarter for them as he drains it at the buzzer.
Boy, I like the fact he didn't rush it at all. Fantastic shot.
And the first half ends in a close one. Thunder lead by 1. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin.
And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us.
He's been absolutely in control. No slowing down for Trevor Ariza. He's got 14 points, and those 4 3-pointers he's hit have helped.
Game if he wasn't burying those long balls.
all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for Oklahoma City right now, and outside at the 3 with Ibaka playing the power forward. Russell